on the debate at 10, presented by Reliance Jio, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Ravin and Kentaro, in style partner Raymond.
Ladies and gentlemen, out of the total of 10,815 COVID-19 cases in India, over 3,600, and that's the base minimum number, are only and only because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. Yes, viewers, the last time we did a program on this, the number was less than half. I'm emphasizing this today because for those who were in denial or are in denial about the Markaz impact, these are the figures. The Tablighis have contributed 34% spike in India's COVID count. And the percentage contribution of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz is going up every day. We cannot allow such deliberate violators to pretend to be victims and now create roadblocks in this very critical phase 2 of the lockdown. Let's debate.
India has entered the second phase of the national lockdown, with Prime Minister highlighting the need for tougher measures, stronger containment and zero violations over the next few days.
स्थानीय स्तर पर अब एक भी मरीज बढ़ता है तो ये हमारे लिए चिंता का विषय होना चाहिए.
As of now, there are over 10,800 coronavirus cases in India. 353 people have succumbed to the virus. The extent of the Markaz spread is revealed in these numbers. 33% of the total corona cases in India are because of the Tablighi Jamaat. Without Markaz cases, India's corona count looks like this, a little over 7,200. In fact, in the Narela facility in Delhi, where members of the Tablighi Jamaat crossed all limits of human decency by defecating and urinating outside isolation wards, 362 out of the 768 Tablighi members in quarantine have tested positive. That is 47% in one centre itself. In the state of Tamil Nadu, out of 1,204 cases, 179 are linked to the Markaz, which is 90% of the total number of cases. In Assam, 27 out of the 31 cases are Markaz related, which is 87% of the total number of cases. In Uttar Pradesh, which has sealed 104 hotspots, over 300 Tablighi Jamaat members have tested positive, which makes it 47%.
कुल मामले आज तक हमारे पास कोरोना पॉजिटिव के पाए गए हैं. इनमें आधे से अधिक मामले तबलीगी जमात से जुड़े. आधे से अधिक मामले
ऑन रिकॉर्ड या फिगर्स
मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ ना, 307 यानी 558 में से 307
आधे ज्यादा हो गया,
ये तबलीगी जमात से जुड़े हुए हैं.
The numbers are out. The extent has been revealed. Will the lobby and Tablighi backers end the denial? Let's debate.
And I would like to start with some statistics. Let us have a reasonable discussion. There is no need to take predictable positions on issues like this. I think we need to actually arrive at some kind of unanimity. So even Ashok, today I'll tell you, there's no point shouting on this subject. I'm trying to get a unanimity on the subject instead. And therefore, let's speak softly. Let us speak, 30 seconds at a time, and let's listen to each other. But the first statistic I'd like to share is, viewers, that there is a massive tsunami in Tablighi Jamaat Markaz linked COVID cases. Today's number, Rahul Ishwar is starting the debate today, Rahul Ishwar and Atikor. Today's number is 3,638 Markaz linked cases in the country. That is 33.63% of the total number of cases in the country. The second point is basically, therefore, without the Markaz, we would have been absolutely fine as a country. Which is why, because of the Markaz, we are going to have an extended lockdown. So we must speak the truth on this. Second point is, the doubling rate of cases as of today is 5.57 after aggressive measures. Rahul, without the markers, our total cases would have been 7177, meaning a much lower doubling rate. So I think there is no reason we should in fact call out the markers even more aggressively. Second point, and this is a worrying statistic. If I look at the Narela isolation center, Rahul, where those markers people were urinating and defecating and behaving obnoxiously, 363 of these people out of 932 have tested COVID positive. And as you know, not everyone tests positive in the first case. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 cases. This means that almost 38.84 of all those who were taken to Narela, where they were complaining, why have we been taken, have tested positive. So the markers is contributing in a big way. The third point, and this is, viewers, if you look at, if you use the Narela case numbers and you then apply it on the people who are quarantined. Today, there are, viewers, at least 25,000 quarantined because of the markers link. Narela, 38% turned positive. If I apply the Narela factor to all those quarantined, anywhere between 8 to 10,000. This is the number, Rahul. Anywhere between 8 to 10,000 people more could turn COVID positive, which means the Tablighis have the capacity today to double the number of people infected because of COVID-19. And thank you for allowing me to put this now. I'll open this up for debate. You see, I'm just putting this up so that everybody realizes the gravity of the situation and the extent to which the markers has messed up things in India. Yes, Rahul.
Arnabji, 2 points. One, thank you and appreciate you setting the right tone. See, whenever a legitimate and a reasonable criticism is aired, that doesn't mean anybody is being demonized. You know, we are people all willing to go to any extent for Hindu-Muslim unity and our pluralistic ethos. At the same point of time, when there is a serious criticism, it is a learning, it's a feedback that we should have. One mistake has happened. I believe everyone in their right senses will understand that there was a mistake that happened. They could have taken more care. It could have happened to a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian gathering, but this unfortunately happened. Unless we are serious about it, unless we openly talk about it in a very right tone, without being phobic about anything, this is the right way to go ahead. See, what happened was very unfortunate when we look back. See, and please remember, all those who are criticizing, Tablighis are criticizing for their own sake or Tablighis' own sake. See, when COVID happens, it affects your health, your hygiene, your community, your family, your society and our nation. So this is something we should understand, and I believe all the Islamic scholars, I would appeal to them, see, rise above any partisan line. They are all dear to us. They are spiritual people. At the same point of time, unless we are open with truth, with a right tone, with a respectful tone, we may be unfortunately repeating these kind of things. So let us be very sensitive and responsible about this.
You see, I am only sensitivity and responsibility is always there. But Atik, when all the people were picked up and taken to this quarantine and that quarantine, people like you came on television and said, Islamophobia. And we said, no, thousands of people are being picked up, many against their will, Gaurav Bhatia. Many against their will, Gaurav Bhatia, picked up and taken to all these quarantine centers, and 25, 30, 40,000 people started getting quarantined, and people like Atikud and all started coming on TV and saying, oh, you are Islam, you are all got Islamophobia. Today, 40% of these people are turning COVID positive. Let's flip the argument, Gaurav, that suppose these people who have turned positive were not caught, taken against their will and tested. What would have happened to our country? What would have happened to our country? I want the debate between...
After 15th of April, there would be no lockdown, right? So if Jamatis were not there, after 15th of April, the lockdown would have finished.
Gaurav and Tausif.
These Malaysians who have attended the Tablighi Jamaat Ijtima could have been caught at the airport.
I am not arguing on anything. I will be very slow today.
There was
And I really want to know
I'd like-
that if there was no Jamati,
is there
And
somebody
if you
there
want
was
to know,
no
try of the
Jamati
Mohammed and
leader,
Gaurav I
so
mentioned. Thank you.
15th of
Only
April
Mohammed and Gaurav,
would
please.
have
Thanks.
been
Can you
a
quickly?
free
And
lockdown
let
India.
us see what
Just
the
one
stand
second.
is, Arnab.
One second. We
Is
can't
there
have three
anybody
people.
on
This is
your
the
side?
I
fact,
want
right?
only Mohammed and
Gaurav ji.
Gaurav there,
The
please.
Tablighi Jamaat,
Gaurav ji,
people who urinate, who defecate, who change their clothes in front of
Gaurav
nurses
ji,
and
अगर आज
paramedic
जमाती
staff.
नहीं होते, if there would have been no Jamati case today, so after 15th of April, India wouldn't be facing any lockdown, right? According to you people, this is
No,
the fact.
but are you defending
so just
them or
because
not?
of Jamati,
Would we not
and
be
just
in a
because
better
of
position?
20th
Please
March and
answer.
20th
Would we not be in a
March.
better position?
So this is all about Jamati.
And do you
okay,
support,
so according,
inhuman
Gaurav bhai,
behavior
according
like
to
defecation
Republic,
and
Marcus
urination?
case is 36.
Are you supporting that? Please answer a yes or a no.
3638 according to
Let us
Marcus
know your
case.
stand.
You know, no, I'm not supporting. But you know what?
So please
The
condemn
rest-
them. First
the rest
condemn them
8,000
so that we are
is
on the same
because
page.
of
Then we'll take the
Donald
debate
Trump
forward.
visit in India during February. You take this from me.
See, please,
if you
let's
want
not-
to blame
let's not turn
3638
the debate
because of Marcus,
into a
I
heckling
will
match.
blame
My simple
Donald Trump
question
visit
to you
in
is,
Gujarat.
do you have respect
Donald
for
Trump
doctors like
visit
Dr.
from
Zakia?
Gujarat, and that 8,000
She
is
was
from
beaten.
there.
She was
How is
beaten
like
up.
that?
It
How's
is
like
not.
that? If you
Will
want
you
to say, I will
condemn
listen
that?
to you. Tell me now. Tell me.
Yes, please hear me out. I think we
Tell
can
me,
be on the
do
same
you have
page
any
as
image
Indian
of a Nanga
citizens
Jamati?
That India as a nation was doing very well in its fight.
Do you
against
have
the
an image of a
coronavirus.
Nanga Jamati?
If it was not
Where
for
you
the
people are
Tablighi
quoting that this Jamati was a
Mohammed
Nanga
Tausif,
Jamati?
can you be quiet for a while? I'll respond to that too. But since you are 1 minute, Mohammed Tausif, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Everyone stop, please. No, everyone stop.
Where is Maulana Sahab?
No, 1 minute.
Where is
I'm
Maulana
speaking
Sahab?
right now, and Mohammed Tausif,
Isn't
please
it
listen to me.
acceptable behavior?
1 minute, Gaurav, 1 minute. You see, only a very insecure debater will repeat 1 point 50 times with an intention to heckle the other guy. Now, you made 1 point. I think it's sufficient for you to make it once.
No.
After that, you got to be quiet and listen to his response. If you fear that his response may be stronger than your question, then in your insecurity, you will keep intervening. Now, you made your point. He's responding. The decent thing is to listen to him. Now, I won't repeat myself again. Gaurav, please respond. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You know, Arnab, I don't think there should be any person defending the Tablighi Jamaat because as a nation, we were very strongly ensuring that the COVID virus doesn't spread in our country. Tablighi Jamaat took us back and Maulana Saad is missing. And today on your channel, I would like to say one thing. First, we are Indians, okay? And then we have to associate with a particular religion. I find it very, very shameful when people make this argument that Makkah is having no namaz. Are we to be governed by the rule of law, by the constitution, or will we be
Mujib.
governed by fatwas?
Or Atik.
So please stop this.
Yeah.
Stop this. That
I
you know,
think
there's no
I think now there's let me get everyone in. Atik, no, let's get everyone in. I'd like to get Atik and Ashok Pandit in. Thanks very much. No, I can have two people at a time. So Atik and Ashok Pandit, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now the question is this: Atik and Ashok Pandit. First of all, I'm requesting you in your interventions, finish your point, let the other side respond. Let's go that way. Atik, I'm giving you one example. There is no need for us to be in any kind of, reluctance to accept the reality. People of Delhi, let me give you the example without trying to make you scared of what could have happened. Today in Delhi, there are 1,080 cases in Delhi, which are called special operations cases. 1,080 cases in Delhi, which are because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. Okay, out of 1,561. Now, Atik, each person has a potential to infect 406 more. Potential. Okay? If I apply this to the number of people who have already been found to be positive, can you imagine you would have had 438,480 cases in Delhi. That is, for your kind information, 4.38 lakh cases in Delhi. I'm only reminding you that when we went hammer and tongs on this issue and we said these are a clear and present danger to the threat of our country, you led the number of people who said you are an Islamophobic individual. And I kept telling you, this is ridiculous. I'm talking about public health and safety. In Tamil Nadu, 1,173 cases. Okay? And 90% of the cases are because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz, what are called single source cases. You said, oh, you are Islamophobic. In Assam, 97% of the cases are because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. In Uttar Pradesh, 55% of the cases. Now, what you need to tell me today, are you going to revisit the position that you took very aggressively at that time and perhaps issue an apology on national television? Yes, Atik. And after Atik, Ashok can respond.
First of all, Arnab, thank you. Thank you for clearing the air that the intentions of this debate is not to demonize them. Now, secondly, you asked
that was never an issue.
Aggressively, we defended the markers.
That was never an issue.
We never defended the markers. In fact, I was the one to tell you that they are a people who have been misguided all along.
Misguided.
By some higher-ups in their own community, that is the markers. And we were at war with them for all times to come. Now, the question here arises is, when those foreigners in the markaz came, our Prime Minister says that they were screened and let into our country. If they were screened, they were
explained the tsunami.
They were given the visa.
You explained the tsunami.
And they visited that place.
You explained the tsunami.
Now, Arnab, please
you explained the tsunami.
Please
why were Tablighis from Tamil Nadu in Bhopal and why were Tablighis from Kazakhstan in Bihar?
Trump event then.
Why did they have to go there?
The tsunami was the Trump event.
No, one second.
The Trump event was
Give me the
tsunami.
proof. Okay, one minute. Don't repeat yourself. Don't repeat yourself.
You want to hide it.
No, one second. Just 1 minute.
It's your choice.
Just listen to me. Atik, don't shout first of all.
If you want
shout,
to
I can hear you.
Tsunami,
Atik, be careful about your throat. I will be careful of mine.
I'm not shouting.
Now, what I am telling you is I am giving you proof. I am giving you proof. 1 minute. I am giving you proof. Please wait and please let me tell you this. I'm giving you proof that people who were taken out of Nizamuddin separately and almost by the use of force and quarantined at that point of time and kept in quarantine and then have tested positive, and that is 33% of the cases today. Okay. Now don't talk rubbish about a Trump event in which there is not a single case of either quarantine or COVID. So, you want to somehow give this some kind of a spin to feel happy, feel so, but then you're fooling yourself. Now, Ashok wants to respond to you. Ashok.
No, you are spinning it now.
Ashok, no, and I'm not spinning it. I'm giving you the reality. I'm giving you the reality about the Markaz COVID tsunami in India tonight.
You want to hide behind the Markaz.
Ashok.
The entire Trump event, you want to hide it behind the Markaz. That's the reality.
Atikurji is asking you for a... Please wait. Yeah.
अधिकुर जी आपको सुन लिया हमने प्लीज
यस पंडित जी यस
अधिकुर जी ये जो मिसगाइडेड यूथ जो है ना ये टर्म जो हम सुन के थक गए ये टर्म आपने बुरहान वानी के लिए भी इस्तेमाल कर चुके हैं तो ये दिस इज नॉट अ टर्म व्हिच इज गोइंग टू इंप्रेस ऑल ऑफ अस Arnab, I want to be very sure on this entire thing on as far as two points are concerned. सर मुझे बोलने दीजिए सर मुझे अभी आपने बोला अभी आपने कहा अब मुझे बोलने दीजिए प्लीज मुझे बोलने दीजिए
नहीं मिसगाइडेड नहीं कहा आप
अर्नब
let him speak. No, Atik, please come on Atik, come on Atik.
Okay,
this entire phase of Markaz is a conspiracy against the country.
Yes, it is.
Which has been traveling to Mumbai today.
Demonize.
And Markaz.
Demonize.
And Burhan.
This is demonizing.
And
demonizing, Arnab.
Allow me to talk.
This is
Allow me to
demonizing.
talk.
The
Allow me to talk.
angle is
I am
demonizing.
exposing you. Allow me to talk.
No, you are
Allow
not
me to
allowed.
talk.
You are
Allow
not
me to talk.
allowed.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Conspiracy angle
Just
is
keep your mouth
demonizing them,
shut.
Arnab.
Allow it is conspiracy against the country.
I will not allow
it
you
is
to do
conspiracy
this.
against the country.
National television,
all these people
took an oath that the
who will not
to demonize.
who will
You
not
are
want to be
making
safe
a conspiracy
who will
angle
not want to be
demonizing
safe
This is not
Who
a
will not
lecture.
want to be
This won't
safe?
be allowed.
Why
And
do you
the
want
people
to
would listen
die?
to you. There
Why
was no
do you want to
conspiracy.
die?
There is no
Why do you
intention of
want to
demonizing
defy
them. If
all
you
the
speak
laws of the
conspiracy,
country?
this will
Why do
demonize.
you
want to I wish.
This will backlash.
Because
Arnab, this will
you want to
backlash in a
destroy-
very
What will
great
backlash?
negativity.
You want to
This
destroy
will
this country.
backlash
What will
in
backlash?
a very great
Why do
negativity.
What will backlash?
And the backlash you saw in Bandra today.
What is the backlash?
You
One minute,
saw
one
the
minute. He's
backlash
issuing a
in
threat on
Bandra
television.
today.
One minute.
You saw news
He's issuing a
channels
threat on television
again
today.
coming. No, I'm
No,
not
Gaurav,
issuing
he's
a threat,
issuing a
sorry.
threat. He just told me there's going to be a
The
backlash,
other media
and you saw it in
channels
Bandra today. I thought this was about migrant
No,
workers,
backlash
but he's
was
made
there
it
in
communal.
Bandra today.
1 minute, he's threatening
The
violence
news
right now,
channels
viewers.
became
Gaurav, he must
because
explain
the
himself.
Jama Masjid of
What did you mean by
Bandra,
saying there's going to be
where
backlash and you saw a
Masjid
trailer of it in
Bandra
Bandra
was not
today?
involved.
What did you mean by that, Gaurav?
Jama Masjid was not involved. The media channels took up because this is a build-up against the Marcus. And the build-up
No,
led to
why are you defending the
backlash which
Marcus?
was seen today
They
in
are a
Bandra.
bunch of criminals. They have to
No, we are
be
not
taught a
defending, sir.
lesson. Action has to be taken against them. FIRs have been registered. Many of them are behind bars.
This is
Why
not
are you
to
defending
demonize
them?
then
Do they
what is the
represent
angle
the
of-
20%
If he doesn't shout, I'll ask him a question. Can I be put on one side? 1 minute. Can I be in the middle, please? 1 second. Now, you be quiet for a minute, Atik, and listen to my question, right? Just calm down and listen to the question. Rahul, you are on the debate. It's an important point. At one point in the debate, when I am simply talking about how the Marcus has caused a great spike in cases, and what am I doing? All I'm doing is I'm trying to see if there is a realization in the minds of people like Atik about what the Marcus has done. He turns around and he says, he points his finger and he says, now there is going to be a backlash. And then he goes on to say, and you saw a little bit of it in what happened in Bandra today. He is therefore officially threatening violence on the program.
That's not.
No, 1 minute. I think it's evident and clear. Raghav, you heard that.
Atik sir, please.
No, it has to stop. Raghav, issuing
We
of
need a
threats at this time will not work.
Yes.
I want Raghav also on the debate. Raghav, you heard that. You heard that, Raghav.
Bandra is a plan.
Yes, I've heard it. I've heard it. The fact is this. They think that they can blackmail. The Marcus has been thoroughly irresponsible, and it should be made clear to them that when it comes to public health, the Indian public or the Indian state are not scared of any backlash. He was talking about screening. What screening means is that temperature is taken, but it does not mean that they had to be tested at the airport then when they arrive. And I'm sure he is well aware that can be asymptomatic transmission of coronavirus, which is what these people did. Despite repeated police warnings, they created such conditions where so many people could be infected. And yes, it is correct. It is correct to say that had it not been for the Marcus, we would have been out of the woods right now. But even as we speak now, we are trying to trace all the people from the Marcus and all of the people that they came into contact with.
Yeah.
And these people went to far-flung places in Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Assam. And they did it deliberately, and despite the fact that they knew full well the consequences of what they were doing. So I think no amount of criticism can be enough for them, and I really hope and wish that they are cured, and after that I wish that they spend the rest of their lives behind bars, because what they've done is
which brings
something
me
for which they should be liable under sections of the IPC.
Which brings me to my next question. Mujib, since you're the official spokesperson for the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz, my question to you, Mujib, is, and listen to the full question. You see, where is this fellow, Maulana Saad? He said 3 weeks back that he's going to take care of his health and he's got to go into quarantine. Now, even if he had COVID, which I hope he didn't, he would have recovered by now. 2 weeks is a period. He should have been out by now, out of the woods by now. Which means that he is a coward. He's hiding somewhere. And this man is responsible for infecting 3,600 Indians and killing hundreds. Where is he? Where is he hiding? Tell me.
No one is hiding. And when
then where is he?
He will come out. No, he will come out at
Gaurav.
the time when the.
Come out at what time?
Even by the police, why doesn't he muster the courage to come out and answer the tough question that the police is asking?
It's a time of lockdown. We do not want any law and order problem.
Oh, so you think because he comes out, there'll be a law and order problem?
Yeah, might be, because like just he said that the Bandra.
But we'll just take him to jail. There's going to be no law and order problem. He'll be very safe inside a prison. Ashok?
Keeping hands on hand and did nothing. If Bandra was a plan,
he is threatening the law and order. He is threatening the government. He is threatening that if you come down, there will be a law and order problem. Who is he?
You just allowed the Bandra program. You just allowed the Bandra program. Even you know that it's a planned way. It's a planned. It's a planned.
Who is he?
And you allow it. You just keep hand on hand and just allow it to be executed. Just like in Surat, 2 days back, the migrant workers came out and they just burned the vehicles. The same thing happened in the Bandra.
Everything's fine. Mujib, by the way, I think we must tell him the bad news for him, Raghav. The bad news for you, Mujib, is that Surat was brought under control. And the further bad news for you and people like Mohammad Tausif is, Raghav, that Bandra was not just brought under control, but the whole conspiracy behind Bandra is now coming out. FIR is out. Facebook videos are being checked. The whole conspiracy being found out. I think these people are extremely unhappy that they have not been able to properly execute an example of violence so far. But doesn't take away from the fact that today 3,600 people are infected because of the markaz, Raghav. And that's Raghav, tell me one thing. Raghav, why does Mohammad Tausif Rahman, Raghav, not want to discuss the tsunami of COVID caused due to the markaz? Why is he avoiding that so desperately, Raghav? What presumably is the reason for that?
Don't listen to me, Arnab. The problem is that I'm very disappointed from you that you such a big
conspiracy. The conspiracy hatched by the enemies of India to make sure that the Indian economy does not recover from the lockdown would be exposed. He does not want himself to be exposed. Everybody knows, even I am not a Mumbaiker, but I know that if I have to leave the city, I would have to go to CST. I would not have to go to Bandra. Bandra is just a station on the local train map. Local train route. It is not a station from where I can leave for my native place. This is a clear conspiracy, and there were.
Sir, who are these Bandra people? How did they came there?
No, these people were part of this conspiracy. They were pawns. They were pawns in your conspiracy. You want community spread. Listen to me. You want community spread in this country and you want
yes, they want community spread. Carry on, Raghav. That's the point.
They were Muslim or they were Indians?
They want community transmission to happen in Mumbai, and from Mumbai they want community transmission to happen to the rest of the country, and they want our country to remain under perpetual lockdown so that they can then blame Narendra Modi and say that the economy is not doing well.
I have a question for you, Mohammad Tausif. Mohammad Tausif, my question for you, I think that's absolutely the case. These Tablighi Jamaat Markaz people want community transmission. My question to you is, Tausif, a very pertinent question. Please hear this. I spoke to many people and I said, what is the issue here? They said the issue is that we cannot have community transmission. And if we allow a train to go from, say, Mumbai to Bengal, for example, right? Because there are a lot of migrant workers in Bengal. In the course of going from Mumbai to Malda, they will go through Madhya Pradesh, they will go through Jharkhand, they will go through many states, and then they will reach Bengal. Now tell me, will Mamata Banerjee allow a train full of, say, 2,000 people from Mumbai to Bengal today? Will she allow it? Has she said she will allow it?
No, it's not allowed.
No, then it's not allowed. Then what the hell are you talking about, man?
It's not allowed.
Then what are you advocating? So you won't bring them in.
This is what I'm asking.
This is so silly.
You are not answering
me. This is so silly. I won't allow them into Bengal, but I'll make a big scene on why they're not allowed to leave Mumbai. Where the hell do you want them to go? Caught you red-handed.
Why are you making a conspiracy?
Caught you red-handed.
Why are you making a conspiracy in Bandra? This is what we want to ask the government. What happened in Bandra today? Why are you not answering what happened in Bandra? Why are you bringing Bengal? Mamata Banerjee is not. Sir, don't shout. If you will shout, I can shout double than you. Don't spoil the program. You are instigating.
I'll tell you who these people are. These are the people. These are the people who defied the law. These are the people who don't want to listen to the law. These are the people who want to destroy this country. These are the people who have cheated this country. These are the people who have been taken at one last people country. These are the people that
Hindu or Muslim.
it's not the religion. 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 Don't get the religion. They were without masks.
Everyone on.
Please. Do not make it communal.
Viewers, I personally think I have always considered news broadcasting to be a privilege. I will only end up by saying this as I thank you all. I have always considered news broadcasting to be the greatest privilege that any of us can have. It's the greatest public service. And today's program, I'm getting a lot of reactions from so many of you saying that when we look at things, not in the way that it's presented on Twitter to us, but in the manner that it is explained as a series of events all linked to the other networks, and the way you are explaining it on Republic, things become apparent. Viewers, that for me is the greatest blessing of being a journalist. And ladies and gentlemen, you would know this about Republic, that we have exposed them